Are we on? We are live.
Yay! All right. Family Roots Farm is just us. Okay, Trish is on her way to get some coffee. How you doing, Family Roots? My nose is kind of runny this morning. Hi. So it's just us. How you doing? Sorry, I know wiping my nose is just not attractive. Are you getting ready for a new school year? This feels kind of awkward. You sold your farm? Yay! That's awesome. Hey, House of Littles and Creating Essence. Good. Glad you're here. You guys are awesome. Hey, Emery, how are you? Mary. Good morning. Yeah, we have been really busy. Good morning, Tara. Yay, Trisha's gonna be happy. She was like, there's nobody waiting for us. And then when we went live, she was like, okay, Family Roots Farm is here. Oh my goodness. What's up, Jatan? Glad you guys are here. Good morning, Crystal. So let's go ahead and start throwing up. If you guys, not throwing up, but like putting up in the chat how you guys are doing on your health journey. Any victories to share, any struggles to share. Hey, Peace and Pantry. I will tell you, for me, I'm kind of at a standstill, which is funny. For me, the lower 180s, I plateau so hard.
There's everybody.
Yeah, everybody just showed up all at once. Mama Butterfly.
Good morning, ladies. I was like, I'm going to get my coffee ready, and Tangi got on, and we just started like talking, and look at awesome. Crystal.
That is awesome.
Good job. Even, it's, hey, Family Roots. With Farmer Me Mom, she's been like messaging me, and it's like, she's been doing so good.
Yeah, she sent me a challenge, and I have not yet responded.
I'm not in the place.
I was just like, I'm not either.
I'm not in the place.
Farmer Mima, if you're watching this or you come back and watch this, just so you know, I saw the message. I have not responded because it's like, she basically said I think she's at 175 now. And she said,
I'm like, you're less than
170.
Me.
Yes. I'm like, okay, you have a 9 pounds head start.
House of Littles likes my sign.
Yeah,
I need to do this more often. Because, like a lot of times it's like the call to action, like, hey, you guys, subscribe. Hit the subscribe button below. Hit the bell. And I always forget to do that in my videos and stuff like that. I'm like, I need to have one of those up all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Just so I can remember.
Yeah. So everyone is sharing their I told them to go ahead and start sharing any victories or struggles that they're having. But so since the last time that we met together, so you guys know that Trish was planning on teaching this year at a private school, and her kids were going to attend, but all of that has changed. She put out a video. Yeah, it was kind of like what did you call it? You called your video Homeschool Mom Burnout or something like that.
It was complete burnout.
So,
it was. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
But yeah, so I was happy for her, because she was excited, and then I was like, but I'm gonna miss her being there. Like just knowing that she's at home, even though she lives like 700 miles away from me, I'm just like, she's not going to be at home. What am I going to do? I'm not going to get my call every morning.
Right? The call of like, let's get nothing done for the day because Trish just called you. I mean, I literally get on the phone with people. I'm like Michelle from A Common Life. I was on the phone with her. I was like, listen, okay, here's the disclaimer. I'm not going to be on here very long. An hour later, I'm like, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I was excited. I'm excited about listen, this is what it comes down to. I would have a great time teaching, but with everything going on with my mom, and then also what my kids would be getting out of it versus what I was putting into it, my kids would totally not be benefiting. I would be benefiting. I'd be benefiting from the structure. I'd be benefiting from the affirmation of, you know, interacting with so many kids. But in the end, my kids it wouldn't be there for them. And that kind of was, but I mean, I was just like, I was really excited. I'm not going to lie. I really thrive in structure. I have a hard time creating structure and sticking to it. I'm a little bit free bird, you know, about things. And
I'm the exact same way. I'm very ADD. Well, and I think, and that may be a common theme maybe with creative people. You know, it's easy for us to, and two, my problem is I have become so, this is going to sound bad. And if your kids go to public school, please don't take it just hear what I'm saying. I am so anti-public school that I do not want our homeschool to look anything like public school. So, which means lack of structure. So, like, I'm just trying to rebel so hard from government schooling that I'm just like, you know, we're gonna do what we do.
I'm going to tell you, this is the first year. I mean, like, I just posted on Instagram because I totally unpacked the boxes wrong. I like unpacked all the boxes into the grades, and I was like, oh, I was supposed to find the packing slip, find the box, look on the packing slip for that box, and then go through the stuff. So I just made like a mountain out of like not even a molehill. It was so bad. And so my husband comes in and he's like, whoa, this looks substantial. And I looked at him and I said, listen, we are for the first time bringing school home. This is heavy structure. This is school. We are bringing school home. And up until that point, I haven't. And yet what I really realized as I was going through like the mental exercise of preparing for school is that structure of school is really what I need.
Yeah.
Sorry. Got a little, you know, I don't know what in the back of my throat.
Yeah,
so that was, go ahead.
I was just saying, I was reading the comments, and there's a lot of people who are like, yes, I need structure too. And that's me. I definitely operate better with structure, but it's just really hard for me to
I have 6 kids dragging their feet. They're dragging their feet. And I'm like, I can keep myself in structure, but when I gotta like pull them along with me, it's like, I need to know when to show up for the food, when to show up for this, and when to show up there. I'm just kind of like, let me show up and be awesome. I don't want to run anything. I just want to come show up and make whatever your event is even better. And I have yet to figure out how to do that as a living, because most people are just like, I put the event together, I'm going to be the one that's awesome. I'm like, I don't want to put the event together. I just want to show up and make your event better.
Exactly.
You know, and I haven't found the people that appreciate that yet. They're going to find me one day because I'm like, I just want to show up and be awesome.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we were a lot more structured. Of course, we weren't homeschooling then, but when my kids were little, we had routine. And that's maybe that's a better word. I think Andrea Mills did a video on schedule versus routine. And we had a great routine now. My house stayed mostly clean, like all the time, because we had a routine. But then I started working in public again, and all of that just went completely.
When the cat is gone, the mice will play.
Yeah.
Mice being children.
Yeah, and then the routine falls apart. The whole, I mean, you know, I had my kids picking up toys. We would have like certain times throughout the day, right before lunch, we would reset. You know, we would pick up all the toys about the living room, and then you know, they would have lunch, and then if they were big enough to nap, they would nap, and then I would do laundry, and you know, it was just a fabulous routine.
That routine for me was 7 years ago.
Yeah, well, yeah, my kids are older than yours, so yeah, it's been a long time ago.
There was this time in my life that and it really all fell apart when number 4 came on the scene. But our typical day when I had little kids was they would get up at 7 in the morning. We would have breakfast. We'd kind of toddle around, and then I would get a craft or something. We would just sit at the kitchen table for about an hour or two doing something. You know, it was always like there was just paper and glue all the time. And then they would go out and play for a little bit. I would cook them lunch. They would eat lunch. They'd wash their hands. They would take a nap till 4 in the afternoon. And I did not understand, be like paradise that season. And I got sick. I was pregnant. We put a kid in school, and just the whole routine fell apart, and it never came back. That's probably one of my biggest regrets was once I put her into school, what happened was then when that golden hour that used to be the quiet time was gone, and we could never get it back. And now it's just kind of like,
right.
I've never had it back. Okay. So I will tell you, I'm not getting on the scale. I'm not going to get on the scale for as long as I can help it. Because I finally, when I did my Wellness Wednesday last week, and I kind of talked to you about just dealing with the delusions and the brainwashing of, expectations in mind, they're so out of whack. And I'm having a hard time. I'm pulling up some clips from older videos from a few months ago, and I'm just like, wow, look how good I look. Or not even how good, but just look how different I looked. And I'm not going to lie, I really like the way my face looks back in December compared to now. But it's not going to help because, oh, look, Tangi's giving me the sweet cheeks. It's not going to help because the ladies from work at my husband's office sent me Cuban Danish pastries, and y'all, that is my weakness. Danishes. I ate the whole thing between last night. And one of them was the spicy chicken one. That was good. So it wasn't all
dessert. That sounds good. You didn't tell me that one. That sounds good.
I know. I ate one last night and ate another one last night. That was dinner. I didn't eat anything else. But now I'm just kind of I'm not going to get caught up in the number of my clothes. I'm not going to get caught up in my weight. What I really want to focus on is I would like my skinny face back. And I would like my skinnier face back. And I want to be able to run. And, I used to run all the time. I have medals, and I would do all these different 5Ks. And I'm like, you know what? Let me work on making a strong body and measure it by what it does and not how it looks. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, we have Rick and Alicia Selling. They haven't been here in a while. How you doing?
Good morning.
Let's see. I was reading. Oh, 6 times said that she's losing inches, not weight, but inches. She's looking really good, and her channel is back, you guys. She
I know. I'm excited.
Me too. Oh, and okay. So I stay busy, and the only time I ever really get to watch YouTube is I have to be doing something. I have to be folding clothes or cleaning or canning or chopping or something. That's when I watch YouTube. And since Trish, okay, you guys remember she sent me this planner. This what is this? Is the Happy Planner. This is the one for counting, logging your food, the fitness planner. That's it. Okay, so I was like, oh my goodness, this is so stinking cute. I can see why people get into planners. And then Rachel from Mommy Geek TV sent me the Happy Planner. And you guys, between her and Trish, they have created a monster.
I have to send you stickers.
Look, this is this week. But the reason why I said all that is because my mind just went blank. House of Littles, Jennifer, her channel, she has Plan With Me videos, and she has a Happy Planner. She has actually a few different planners. So if you are among us weirdos that like to watch planning videos, check out House of Littles.
They're so relaxing.
I may do one of these days. Well, it's fun because it's almost like the creative spirit of being a child with a coloring book, but it's practical in that it's your planner. Like, it's how you organize your week. It's awesome.
Mama Cat says because of me, she's now a planner addict. Ha ha ha. Alicia's expecting baby number 5.
What? Congratulations. Oh, that is so awesome.
Look, Farmer Meemaw made it in.
Here. Yeah, we were talking about you earlier. I was telling everybody that you sent me a message to challenge me. I saw it, but I haven't responded because I'm just like,
we're not there.
But I'm failing right now. and plus, I'm not a competitive person. I don't have a competitive spirit. Never have. I'm just like, I'm gonna do me. You do you.
Here's my thing: is I've not taken into account a massive amount of stress. I have a stupid video. I have this dumb video I put out, and it was like one of the last weeks we're in a schoolhouse trailer. Am I frozen?
No, you were for a second, but you're back.
All right, so I have this dumb video, and I'm kind of like, I'm living off grid, and I'm living in all this situation. If I can do this weight loss, anybody can. No excuses. Ate that in a bag of chips with that one.
Well, you said it best when you said first comes weight loss, or first you lose weight, then you lose motivation. And I was like, I was so on fire in the beginning. I was like, no, I am blazing this trail. I am going to be, and I think I even told you that I was going to be at my goal weight by my birthday. I was like, if I stay on this path and I keep up this
weight loss.
I can't think. Yes, thank you. That by my birthday I should be at my goal weight. And you were like, no, you won't.
No, you won't.
You're like, because you were like, you're gonna have plateaus if anything, but you said the first thing you lose is weight, the second thing you lose is motivation. And I was just like, no, not me. Hello, I put weight back on and I'm having a hard time getting off because I'm not being good. And it's not, I'm not eating bad food. I'm not keeping up with it. I'm eating when I'm hungry, but I'm constantly doing something.
I'm living in the world of stress. I mean, and that's it. Is like, I feel like I've failed at giving myself grace to understand I'm in a very extreme, stressful situation. I mean, my husband just woke up laughing this morning. Nothing works right. So I was so excited because I was like, hey, Instagram, see this package? This is air conditioning and my internet back. Well,
I saw that.
You know what it was? The main breaker to my school shed. Mm-hmm. And so what happened was we realized it was failing, and so we figured that was a problem. My husband went and swapped it out. The sucker got hit by lightning. That's why it wasn't working. It was all
really.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Because it kept flipping and it was hot, so it had broken because of that. Well, I don't know. Now the main internet thing isn't working, so now I have to go swap out my modem or something. And I'm like, But hey, I had AC last night because every time I walk in there, I swear it's 98 degrees.
Oh yeah, that was ours last night. Emily was in bed, and of course it was kind of warm in the house, but it always is in the summer. And we usually keep our thermostat set on 75. Mm-hmm. Well, when Jackie went to bed, he was like 77 in the house. The thermostat's on 75, but it's 77. So anyway, so Emily is like, hey, it's, do y'all not hear that hissing sound? Jack's like, what? So what? He gets up and he's walking around, and well, we haven't changed out our filter in a while, and there just wasn't enough air pull through there. So that's what it was. So right now we have no filter. He took it out because it was so
we ain't got no filter sometimes either. Oh wait, that's my mouth.
Yeah. Hey, KS Poppy is in the house. Good. You guys might remember her. She was Southwind Tech. Or was it
She's been doing some really neat plan with me videos. She's been doing
planner stuff. Yes.
I love the way she does it digitally.
Yeah. Okay, so Jatan said her doctor changed her insulin and she's gained 11 pounds that she had lost. Alicia said, my determination is to eat healthy so I can be healthy and have energy to take care of all the little ones. Absolutely. Take your iron. Ooh. Speaking from experience, take your iron. Okay. Okay. So yeah, so that's been my last few weeks Okay, you remember when I recommitted, I did really, really good that first week, and I dropped 5 pounds that first week. Well, then I was just like trying to get back into my routine, and then I put all the way back on. And so now I'm 182 is where I'm at. So I had gone back up to 184, and I'm hanging tight on to 182. But again, I know I'm not drinking enough water, and I'm not keeping up with my points. And I really need to stop using busyness as an excuse. But that's what it is, because I work, then I go out to the garden, and then I've got YouTube, and I do all these things, and I need to slow down.
I just want to find the balance of enjoying the right food again. And so I'm kind of moving back in, and I will tell you what has been a slippery slope is doing the different kind of diets and buying the food out of my typical budget. And it snowballed into blowing my budget up. It has just blown my food budget out of control. I mean, I've talked, I'm like, this is embarrassing how much I'm spending. And it just started with one thing, and then another item, and then another item, and then another item, and now it's just full blown. So I'm trying to focus on ending the year out with my budget really good, and first off, hitting my grocery budget. And so I'm going back to what my family loves, and actually it's what my body's been craving, which is beans and rice. My family loves beans and rice. But on all the diets, that is like taboo. That is taboo to eat beans and rice. Mm-hmm. Because, it's not supposed to be good. Listen, I had purple whole peas last night and still lost weight. Nom, nom, nom. I love purple whole peas. I'm not going to lie. My family loves Southern peas. We don't like English green French pea or whatever those peas are. Those green mushy things. Yuck. But we like what are they called? Fork hoods. We like just about love every pea but lima bean.
Yeah.
I don't do lima beans. In many ways, and what I found is I've like cut my fat down. Anyway, sorry.
Oh, that's okay. Well, I was going to say, I watched Farmer Meemaw did a meal planning video, which was really good because it gives you an idea of like what she's eating on her keto diet. And really a lot of the things that she's having is affordable. There tends to be a myth that whatever eating plan, and granted that there are some that are more pricey, but you can get it lower. But that's one of the reasons why I love Weight Watchers is that I'm not limited. I can get all the cheap stuff and just eat, what's within my thing. But I was going to share this, even though I don't do keto. If some of you maybe may remember Be Not Slothful, she used to participate a lot in our live chats and on our Facebook.
I love her. I love her like no nonsense self.
Oh, she's just fabulous. I love her. But she released a video. Was it yesterday? What is today? Yeah, it was yesterday. 7 low carb / keto snacks under $1 per serving. And I even commented, you have almost convinced me to go keto because I'm like, these are all things that I love and things that I eat. And I'm going to share the link right here in the chat if you guys want to check it out later. But really just, it was just being able to see it. I'm a visual person, but seeing what like all she has for snacks. And truly, these were not just keto-friendly snacks, but they were convenient keto snacks.
Nice.
And she talked about like pork rinds. I
love pork rinds.
I could eat a whole bag in one sitting. I love pork rinds.
Listen, I was doing like picante, or not picante, but where it's the fresh part, where it's the tomatoes, the onions, and all that fresh, not the can, with original pork rinds. It was good.
Well, she even mentioned grinding them up and using them as breadcrumbs.
Yeah, Farmer Meemaw does that.
Does she? Okay, yeah, I don't know that I had ever done it or thought to do that. That's a really good idea.
Listen, nothing replaced rice though. What I ran into was like my system. So since I went off keto and I'm like, I'm never going to go back on it. I'm never going to do that to the low carb system again. because my body has just been wrong. And so like I've spent in misery for a couple of weeks, just my body bringing back the enzymes to digest the food that, and it wasn't about digesting grains. It was about digesting like broccoli and beans and rice, you know, I guess rice is a grain, but about digesting those things. All right. So we have got to get on topic. Yes. Clearing your plate. Okay. A lot of us struggle with that whole mentality. Whatever you put on your plate, you finish it. Mm-hmm. And a lot of us will blame our weight loss problems on that. Mm-hmm. But I'm here to tell you, we're not talking about that. We are not talking about that at all. Nope. We are talking about your obligations. And sometimes and I'm going to tell you, I am the first one. I have a tendency to overfill my plate with just my responsibilities and my stuff to do. And I'm going to tell you, I go through a season of this a lot where I feel like my plate is empty. And by nature, I want to fill it up until then I feel like it's too much. So then I throw it all off the plate and then I start putting things back on. And I typically do this seasonally too. And how are you guys feeling when it comes to you as mom and the responsibilities and the things you're doing and what you have to do? How's your plate? Is it just right? Is it overflowing? Do you have room to spare? Are you about to drop your plate? What's going on? Because remember that time I had that like conversation with you and I was talking about like your plate is full and somebody wants you to help them out and all they want to do is sit on the edge of your plate mm-hmm. while their plate's empty. They want you to hold their plate and they want to sit on yours too. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Don't even get me started, but there's just those people there. I use a dessert place to force me to get in smaller proportions. Is that in life? Maybe that's not a bad idea.
Well, that's okay. So if since we're using pictures here. So yeah, one of the
mental pictures.
Yes. Okay. So my daughter is 15 and she's always loved food. She's always been fluffy. We'll say fluffy. She's not not fat, but just, she had a lot of baby weight still on. So last year she started drinking just water and exercising in her room. And then she started using a dessert plate, like Jatan was talking about. And, so that way she would have smaller portions. So really, if you want to look at that from a life perspective, if we say, this is how much time I have, because everything else is family. And then all of a sudden you are really picky about what you say yes to. And there is absolutely nothing wrong with that. Because for me right now,
I'm eating
from a dinner plate.
I'm eating from the platter. I took my plate and poured it onto the platter of stuff to do because I'm a yes person. I'm like, you want to do that? Yeah, let's do that. And I'm not picky to the point that I can't do everything and I can't do anything. So let's see. Jay Tolan says, figuratively speaking, I'm overflowing and I'm about to drop it. Mama Cat's on the same point, to the point of almost breakdown at times. House of Little says, my plate is overflowing. I had to drop some stuff, at least until the community garden is done for the year. Poppy says, my proverbial plate is filled to overflowing, and I have 4 additional proverbial plates that are overflowing too. Crystal says, I don't like more than 1 item on my plate a day. I know I have a problem. I'm praying for y'all, Mama Cat, and if you need to talk, I'm here. So, and it was funny because last night I was talking to a homeschool mom of mine, and she's just like, I don't know how you do what you do. I have 4 kids, you have 6, you do all this stuff, and I just struggle to keep the kids alive. And, and she's like coming to me at a place of, I really feel inadequate here next to you. And I'm looking at her going, you don't understand. I feel inadequate next to you because why can't I be content just to keep the kids alive?
Right. Yes. Yes.
I mean, listen, if I wanted to make money, YouTube is not how you do it. I mean, there's some people who eventually make really good money and all of that. But the time spent, I can make more money somewhere else. And it's just kind of like, why am I chasing it so hard Oh my goodness, I'm about to have a mental breakdown. Why am I chasing it so hard and be busy? Because I'm not doing it for money. I'm not doing it, as my job, but yet I end up obligating myself out to expectations. And and everything else I do. And I just said, my issue is I look at you and I feel inadequate because I'm like, why can't I just be content? And sometimes I feel like that's why, like for some of us that are adding so much stuff on our plate, is it because we're having a hard time feeling content? Or, or we have all these things. Like for me, kind of the other side of it is I have all these ideas. I have like Tangi knows, I have some crazy, amazing ideas that are going to be huge. If I have, I have the ambition to go around the world, and I only have enough gas to get to Walmart. And with it that way, I feel better about myself when I am productive. And that is my danger of being content. It's not about being content because I'm not happy with this condition or that condition. I have a hard time being content because I feel better about myself when I'm productive. It is one of those things. And I'm going, why am I so inadequate that I need that? How are y'all thinking on that? What's your thoughts? You're reading the comments.
Yeah. I don't know. Jatan and Mama Cat are talking about something that's going on with Mama Cat's life. Looks like Miss Poppy's got some crazy stuff happening. She said that her son's 24th birthday, found out she's going to be a grandma. Both 2 kids made announcements that they were expecting. And then her daughter eloped, and she still hasn't got to take a nap yet.
Good morning, Misty. So Jayton says, I sometimes, is that part of their conversation on the side? I don't want to read anything else.
Oh, she's going back to food on the plate. She said he can't eat food if that touches. And so she wishes that she was more like that.
Oh, no, my proverbial plate is a lasagna with an apple pie on top.
Right. Yeah. That's
Trading Essence says she likes the analogy of the ambition to go around the world and the gas to get to Walmart.
Yeah.
Trish, maybe God is pushing you to do more. Maybe he's telling me to be content.
Well, here's my thing, and I don't know. I wasn't really like this until a few years ago when I started staying home and working from home and homeschooling. Used to, in my life before, my day would start 6 o'clock in the morning. I'd get up, I'd shower, get myself ready, get the kids up, get them ready for school. Then we'd make a mad dash out the door, get them to school. I would go to work. I would do my job. I'd go get my kids. I'd come home. As soon as I got home, I'd put down my purse. I'd start dinner. I'd unload the dishwasher. We'd have our night routine, and then, we'll have an hour together as a family, and then kids off to bed. I'll sleep on the couch, get up, go to bed, and then start the whole day over. So in that way, I was busy, but I wasn't going 1,000 miles an hour all the time.
It's like a steady busy.
Right. But now that I'm home, as soon as my feet hit the floor, I'm 1,000 miles an hour until bedtime. I feel like I am constantly doing something. I don't, I get up before I even get out of my bed. I check my email. I check any messages that I might have. So in my mind, I already know what my next step is going to be. And, and so I work from home. My job is, for those of you that don't know, I'm a virtual assistant. I'm contracted by a few different small businesses to manage their websites, their social media, and all those things. And that keeps me busy a few hours in the morning. Then I have my blog and my YouTube, which are things that I enjoy, and they are bringing a small income. So that helps us out. And then on top of that, I also have Frugal Family Food. I have Mama Gets Fit. I have Southern Mama's Coffee Break. I'm also a homeschool mom. I homestead in our backyard. So right now it's growing season, garden season. I'm also a homemaker. So I have all of these things going on. And I have been overwhelmed. Right now, I'm not overwhelmed. But what I realized, and this was yesterday, is I was looking at my daughter's stuff thinking, okay, we have 3 years before she starts college. Are we on the right track? I was looking at, what does she need to have in order to be able to go to the community college? She's got to take ACTs. We have to, I have to start working on transcripts because I haven't done that because I didn't know I should have already started. And all this stuff. And then it hit me. I have her for 3 more years. That is all I have left. And it hit me hard yesterday. And I was just like, what have I done with all of this time? I have worked. And for what? We're still broke. I make what? I make about $400 or $500 a month between my at-home job and YouTube. I make about $500 a month. I work constantly. That's all I have to show for it. And I only have her for 3 more years. What am I doing? How am I spending my time?
This is something I have to put in writing because this is something I was holding myself accountable to. So the way I was holding myself accountable to, are you crying?
No, my nose is running.
I'm like, I'm gonna cry if I even think you're crying. What I ran into, okay, so the word that always held me accountable is at the 18th year. At the 18th year of my child's life, at the last breath of mine, will I look back and say, I used that time well with the people I loved? Did I use my time well? And the stress and everything else, I don't feel like I'm using my time well. I don't feel like, even though I'm around them, I don't know if I'm always doing my best with them. Now, I don't want to become child-centered in no means, but, I want that relationship. And I was thinking the other day, I was like, she's 12. We have done 2/3 and we're in the last third. We only have 6 years left. 6 years is quick. And I'm just like, 6 years. What are we getting? I love what Shannon said up there about creative people love chaos, but when they get overwhelmed, they just drop everything. Amen.
That's so true. That's very, very true. Yeah. She also said, I try very hard to keep overwhelmed at bay by being very selective about what I say yes to. And that's where I'm at now. When Trish talking about cleaning off your plate, instead of dropping everything, I am trying to say, okay, what can I lose? What can I start scraping off? What is benefiting me and what is not benefiting my family? I got to scrape it off. And so.
Well, wait. I do want to say one thing, because I want you all to understand this as this comes out. Sometimes creative people have to scrape things off their plate for a couple months and then they're ready to put it back on. So I'm just holding that out there.
That is true. That is true. Especially when you're a yes person and you're a people pleaser, that really makes it difficult to stick to your guns. Say, I'm going to stop doing this. And then like, oh yeah, we can do that again. Sure. So I told Trish last night that I'm going to have to start. I've got to be at home. I've got to be
mentally at home.
Yes. So I am not going to be doing Mama Gets Fit anymore. We are keeping the Facebook page.
Yes, we're keeping the Facebook page.
Yeah. But
so she told me that last night, and so I spent some time thinking about this, and we're actually going to tell you, I did not put this anywhere. This is actually our last Mama Gets Fit. Oh, that's almost enough to make me cry. But I'm going to replace it with something different. And I'm going to kind of converge. I like the idea. I am getting all teary-eyed. I am so emotional.
I was emotional yesterday. I think I got it all out.
You were pretty emotional yesterday. So what I'm going to replace it with is I like doing the coffee chats, but I have to hold my day sacred. And I haven't done that very well. So this is what I haven't figured it out. I'm not going to do anything next week because I actually won't be in town next week. I have to unplug for a week. I'm not my choice. They're unplugging me for a week. This is really serious stuff, you folks. I'm a little scared. So I like doing the coffee chats, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a once a week coffee chat. It's probably going to be a Tuesday afternoon around 2 or 3 Eastern time. And some days I can promise you every once in a while, I'm sure Tangi's going to be there. On a coffee chat.
There'll be times when I pop in, but and I don't want anybody to get mad or anything like that. But 3 more years. I have to get her ready for life in 3 more years. And when I say no to this, that's an hour I get back. When I say no to another thing, it's going to be another hour. Be
honest. As much as we might be on here for an hour, most of the time we're on here for 2.
Right. Well, that's true. There's a lot of behind the scenes. There's planning. There's responding. There's there is a lot of things that go behind all the side things that we do. I even told my daughter yesterday, told her last night, I said, I just sent Trish a message. I sent some other people messages saying no to things. And she's like, why are you doing that? And I said, because you're ready to spread your wings and I want to be with you as much as I can before you do that. And she's like, really? And I said, yeah. And I said, I'm working all the time. She said, you really are. And I said, I know. And it just, and I don't, what am I doing? What am I doing?
So as you know, my channel is all about encouragement from the trenches of motherhood. And so part of Mama Gets Fit is being in the trenches of motherhood. I mean, it kind of always has been. And so we're going to be doing a once a week coffee chat from the trenches of motherhood. And I'm going to have special guests on. And I'm going to do it a little bit different because we already talked about something, coming around. So Tangi won't be there all the time, but I will. And I know she'll be back because she'll be like, okay, I miss it. I'm coming.
Well, and it could be, I know a lot of it for me is the fear that I am not preparing her for college. I honestly don't like college. I've never been a fan of college, but she's got her heart set on it. She told me yesterday that she wants to get her doctorate in marine biology. She wants to have her own vet.
She can come stay with me because I'm close to all that stuff.
Yeah, well, exactly. And I'm just like, I have spent so much time working. I feel like I put more time and effort in working than I do educating my kids, which is the whole purpose of why I came home to begin with. And
you're freezing on me.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know. I got the and.
Oh. But what I was saying that, it may be that when I feel that we're on the right track, that, I see where I froze on the screen there, that, that I'll feel comfortable in doing more things. But right now, I just have to make sure that whatever my kids want to do, wherever they want to go, whatever they dream, that I have prepared them to reach those goals and reach those dreams.
So here's me putting it on the record. Here's my assumption on this. We're going to be changing the day and time we're getting together. We're going to be having coffee from the trenches of motherhood. And about October, Tangi will be there 75% of the time.
But you have been right so many times.
I'm just, this is the only time I'm saying it. It's like, well, you'll be like, because I totally know where you're coming from.
Yeah.
I totally know where you're coming from. I like the idea of doing coffee chats every morning, but then I don't do anything else all day because I spent my morning with my friends having coffee. And I know that I have to stick it to once a week. And I know if I don't get and this goes back to time management. This goes back to over obligations. if you do the important stuff first.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I have to work on. I have to do the important stuff first. And the important stuff when school starts is going ahead and doing school.
Mm-hmm.
And so
Right.
I can't let YouTube and my YouTube community and my YouTube friends be my first thing, because as much as I love you, we have menopause together and we have growing old together. I'm not going anywhere. I don't think Tangi's going anywhere in the long foreseen future, you know, and we're going to have empty nesting together, and we're going to have, you know, AARP together,
Mm-hmm.
and we're going to have all those things together. And, you know, as much as, you know, being this, you know, and there's times this can be just so lonely.
Right.
Motherhood can sometimes be lonely. And as much as we love our little offspring duplicate smart mouth kids, they're still not another adult. In the end, they did ask us at one time to wipe their butt. You know, and with you guys, you've never asked me to wipe your butt. It's nice.
Right.
You don't want me to cook you dinner. You're not asking why I didn't take your garbage out.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
J-Town, okay, so a little recap. I just released one as my update to like being burnt out. There's some medical stuff that we had a medical scare with my mom. It made me really recalibrate like why I was sending them to school and what I was giving up. And really, I'm looking for time management, and I was willing to have a school do that for me. And I realized that's a lot I'm giving up in order to have that benefit that I can get it done at home. So we chose to not go to school. That we're going to stay home. That's where my heart is. And I've spent the money and the resources to get some help by doing some distance learning this year. And that's what we're doing. I just released the update yesterday, and then today or tomorrow I'm going to be releasing like my three things I'm doing to combat my being homeschool burned out before the school year.
I'm so happy though. Like you know, like I said before, when Trish was like, "This is what we're gonna do," and I kind of just like house. I'm like, "Oh, that's awesome! That's great!" And then I was like,
"No, you're like you're faking it. You're all like."
No, I was, you know, just I was happy. I was excited for you because you had that thrill of a change. I need a change. I need to get out of this house and all this other stuff. But then I was like, but you're not going to be home. And then so when she was like, yeah, I'm staying home. I'm like, yes.
You know, what's funny is how many people were like, I knew you would. I knew you couldn't do it. I was like, I can do it. I just didn't want to.
Yes. So
I am homeschooling.
Yes. She is staying home and she is homeschooling. Yay.
I am homeschooling. So go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, so that means we're still going to have videos from you. We're still going to be able to see what's going on with you.
I need a new modem. I got to go get a new modem today. I have like all kinds of stuff I need to be doing. Like today was supposed to be my first day home. And what's crazy is today's supposed to be my first day home. I have a list going on today of what I want to get done. I actually have to clean and pack. I am heading out of state come Sunday, and I will not be back till the following Sunday. But also, any of you guys are going to the Southeast Homeschool Expo in Atlanta. I have to do a little shout out video on this really soon. Any of you are going. That is in Atlanta on the 29th and 30th of July. Come on, Tangi, go. Go, Tangi, go. Go, Tangi, go. Go, Tangi, go.
See, we're hopefully going to Georgia in September.
Listen, I will totally make it so you can lodge with us.
Well, see, but my parents live like an hour and a half from Atlanta. So I would have to go stay with my parents.
Well, listen, you could go there afterwards.
But it's in Atlanta. I hate Atlanta.
It's on the I think it's the top edge of Atlanta.
It's the traffic is I hate it.
Listen, I totally know. I'm not like that kind of person. I like live in South Florida, but I avoid all like the really heavy dense pockets.
Yeah. I've never been to a homeschool conference. I would love to go.
You have to go. Oh, I have got to get that video out on like the 10 reasons why I homeschool and 5 practical tips.
Oh, did you make
it? I made it. I just have to like edit it. Like everything else, I have to edit and put it out. I think. Why? Wait, Mama Cat, why are you done? Did she graduate all her kids out with homeschooling? Sorry, I just got
all the homeschool stuff now. I don't know.
Anyways, I am going to be at the Southeast Homeschool Expo. You've got to go.
I'll talk to my husband about it, but we're broke. I don't.
If you go, listen. If you go, I'll pay for your entry. I'll pay your entry.
I didn't even think about an entry fee.
It's like $20.
Oh,
it's like $20-$30, whatever.
Oh, Mama Cat said Selena's done.
She graduated. Oh. This is what I would do. You should drive down Saturday morning. Drive down there Saturday morning. Stay there Saturday. We'll hug each other's neck and be a Google Fest. Giggle Fest, not a Google Fest, a Giggle Fest. And then you can go to your parents afterwards.
And it will be their anniversary the next day.
You have to do it then. And then we can video it, and then we can launch your career as a homeschool YouTuber.
There you go. I'll talk to my husband about it. That would be fun. I would love to go. I've always wanted to go to a homeschool conference, but
you should go.
Because the closest ones to me are Nashville, which Nashville is closer. It's like 45 minutes away. And then Atlanta, which is the other place that they have them. And it would take me to get to Atlanta, it'd be about 4 hours. 4-hour drive for me.
It's going to take me 9-10 hours. But I'm going there for other reasons, so.
I was about to say, I can't remember why you said you were going to that one, but I don't know.
Hold on a second.
What I have to say. I have got to get my washer balanced, you guys. Y'all hear it? Sounds awful. I want to get my washer balanced so I can add one of those like countertops to the top of it, so I can like take everything out of the dryer and throw it on top.
I need that. I need like an actual room that's not a hallway.
Wait a minute. Mama Cat lives in Georgia?
Does she?
Well, Mary said.
Mary does too.
Yeah, I knew Mary did. She's my other Georgia peach. Let's see. She said, I live outside of Atlanta and Mama Cat. Let's see.
Mary, they're like, you live near me? I live in Alabama.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you live between somewhere. So you live on the western Georgia. Is that right? Let's see. Okay, so Poppy says I would come down, but my family would be totally lost. They would have no clue how to function without me and my bazillion schedule. Yeah. See, that's the one thing is like I don't know. I would have to figure out what I would do with my kids. See, okay, so the conference is on Saturday. Really, what I would have to do is come
It's Friday and Saturday.
Oh. Okay. Well, good grief. That's it.
We'll figure it out. We got a week. You can totally surprise me. I'd be like the obnoxious person who does not care that not everybody's there for me. I'd be like, Tangi, jumping up and down, like running and like the whole 9 yards.
It would be cool. You guys, we have not met in person. The closest that we've been was when was it last November?
You were in North Florida.
I was in North Florida, and I was like, how far are you from me? And you were like, I'm still about, what'd you say, like 6 or 8 hours or something like that.
Yeah, I was still 6 hours.
That's still far. I was thinking
Mama,
like a couple of hours, we could meet halfway or something. Oh, Mama Schmooze. She did a really cute video on her laundry room. She organized her laundry room, and she didn't buy anything. She just went through her house and picked out like stuff that she already had, and it turned out super cute. And I like how she's got those wire shelves above her washer and dryer, and then she took her like Dollar Tree baskets and put like little rings on them and hung them from the bottom part. I was like, that makes me wish I had a wire shelf. I have cabinets, but it turned out really cute.
I did a video. I haven't edited it yet. I did a video just like the chaos, and all I did was like show like how I have my living room set up. And I'm like, it was like I'm like, you guys, there's not like no space. I'm like, this is the best I can do.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
here's
I'm watching a lot of homeschool videos too, like how to do a high school transcript. I'm like,
you need to
I don't even know
go.
what mine looked like.
You need to go on CherylBastain.com. She has a book. She has this little book. She's a homeschool mom. I met her in person. She's the one she's like my first video I put up from the homeschool convention. And she has a book on being ready for how to write your kids' high school, just like how to homeschool high school, how to write transcripts, how to write a scope of work.
See, I wonder, I watched a video yesterday that was put out by Sunlight Curriculum, and the lady, she recommended 2 books, and I almost want to say that name sounded familiar, and I'm wondering if that was one of the books that she recommended.
She is wonderful. I met her a couple years ago, and we were talking, and I'm like, well, I have 5 kids, and she's like, well, I got 7. I was like, you win. You win. Here, I'm going to type her name in there so y'all can see what her name looks like.
Yeah, Mama Shumuz, my daughter is actually, she's starting her 10th grade year this year. And it just hit me like, okay, we've got 3 years to get her ready for college because she wants to go to college. And so I got on
Trish.
Do what? With Trish?
With Trish.
Oh, yeah. Because she wants to get her doctorate in marine biology, but
she can go to FGCU. She can go to FGCU, and it would be an hour drive. She can come. Listen. This is what I do. She come live with me. Yeah. I'll only hate her by Christmas.
Yeah. Goodness. Yeah. She. Well, what I did yesterday was I got on our local community college's website to find out what all she would need, because I told them, like, I was like, okay, to save some money, you need to take your core classes locally at the community college, get your, do your math, do your prerequisites or whatever. And I don't know what I'm talking about because I didn't go to college. I went to technical school to be a hairstylist and did 1 semester. So I don't know what I'm talking about. But anyway, so I did that. And then, she's got to take her SATs and then not SATs, ACTs. And then it said what she needs to score in reading, math, and English. And I'm also looking at accreditation.
Clapping?
Huh?
And clapping, right?
Clapping. What is
taking the test so you get the college credits.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know what the word for that was. Okay. And then also looking at her, I think probably, this is just projecting, because she's 10th grade now, is 12th grade year. I did look it up because someone was telling me they didn't think you could do this, but I looked at Abeka. Abeka has an accredited high school program, and you can take it just senior year and still get accreditation in your high school diploma. So I think that's probably the route that we're going to take. So right now I'm working on getting her caught up to speed where she will be in line with Abeka hopefully by next year, and then do straight Abeka next year. So that way for 12th grade senior year, she will be on it. And hopefully my goal for her is that by senior year, she will be doing her classes with Abeka, and will also be getting dual credit with the community college. That is the goal. Okay.
Right. Well, and I'm kind of having that now. Crazy hair. Is that Southern Dawn Home Living. I will be there in a t-shirt that has my YouTube banner on my shirt. Come find me. I'll be walking around with 2 kids and cameras.
Yeah, that's what creating Essence, we have so much in common. It's ridiculous. Who was it? Somebody said something. I just saw it. Okay, so Crystal Van Meter said, if you do heavy American history through middle school, do you still have to do it to have to take in high school? But this is where I get really fuzzy. Sorry, my nose is running. I know it's so gross. I'm sorry. Anyway, and probably Trish can help because I don't remember.
I'm going to tell you, because I was thinking about this one too, is the fact that if you go and if you can, okay, so think of it this way. If you took a college class with or not a college class, a high school class with a high school syllabus, and essentially like if you took a high school level, say American history, by any of the accreditations, or wrote a curriculum similar to that, and you just took all of middle school to do that one course, why wouldn't it count as a credit of high school? Because I'm kind of looking at that for 8th grade, like, can we grab a high school level course in something and let her do that and get it finished?
Well, and two, I don't know if your state requires portfolios, but maybe go ahead and just hang on to the work, some of the sample work that they did in middle school, and just like, oh yeah, no, don't lie, but. So
she did high school class. She did a high school class in the middle school.
Yeah. And I'll tell you what, we're going to be doing this year, the whole year, which we love American history, and American history is extremely important to our family. We really want our frozen again over there. Anyway, we really want our children to know the Constitution, the Bill of Rights. It seems like those things are not really studied very much anymore. So this whole year, we're going to be concentrating as a family on the Constitution. The whole year, we're studying the Constitution.
So I'm looking at, I will tell you the best thing to do is grab Cheryl Bastion's book on it, and it will walk you through all of that.
Okay.
I need to do a video right on that one.
You should send me one of your Amazon links. You should send me an Amazon link for the book.
I will post the Amazon link in, is it even on Amazon?
Isn't it funny? This is Mama Gets Fit, and we don't always talk about fitness.
This is why I am going to move Mama Gets Fit into coffee from the trenches of motherhood.
Yeah.
You know? I'm checking to see if it's on. Yes, it's Celebrate High School, Finish with Excellence. Let me grab that link. I'm going to grab that link and put it in here, and then I'm going to put it on my Facebook page too. I'm doing that now. But yeah, that's why I feel like, we're going to dissolve Mama Gets Fit. And only because I feel like there's so many times really what we're talking about is more to do with the trenches of motherhood than it has to do with being fit, and being fit is just a small portion of it. And there's so much other stuff to be in.
Yeah. Tara asked, have I looked into Liberty University online for homeschoolers? We have looked at Liberty University, and we're also, if you guys love this kind of stuff, I highly recommend the podcast Wall Builders with David Barton. It is, oh my word, it is so good. It's good for you to listen to. It's good for your kids to listen to. But they actually do a free Constitution class. I can't remember. I don't think you earn any credits with it, but it's so good. No, it's not free. They have a curriculum, but they do offer, like, you can watch some of their stuff for free. It is expensive, Tara, that is true. But the one from Wall Builders, the whole curriculum I think is like $75, and you get DVDs, you get a workbook, and some other things. But look up Wall Builders, and I'm sure they'll have some links for that as well. So can you repeat for somebody? Talking about Wall Builders. Wall Builders has a Constitution class, and it's a $75 curriculum that your whole family can use. It comes with the DVDs. I think it comes with one workbook. My husband was telling me about it, so I haven't looked to see if you can reproduce any of the worksheets for free yet. But that is something that we're going to be doing, though, because we were talking about how, this company in this state did this, and it's unconstitutional, but so many people don't know that because they weren't taught. And we were like all sitting in the kitchen, and I just looked at my husband and I was like, let's study the Constitution this year. I want my kids to know what their rights are, because if they're done wrong, because we're a Christian family, and right now it just seems like Christians are being targeted. Whatever they can get you on, they're going to get you. We need to know our rights. So yeah, we're going to study the Constitution this year.
Let me go back. That book that I linked, and I just stuck it on my Facebook page for the rest of you. It talks about, like, it's a home educating high schools, not a one-size-fits-all experience. It's a journey unique to every student. Sorry, give myself a moment to catch my breath. And it says, a requests documented through specific paperwork requests and required by employees and college admission offices is in the book. So there's all kinds of forms in there for you to be prepared, and it has how is a young adult's distinguishing education and exemplary character communicated in a resume or on a transcript or through a portfolio. So she talks about how to do that with ready to use examples and narratives.
Awesome. That's what I need, are examples. I need to see it so it clicks with me. That's awesome.
Yeah. And so and I think it says in the first chapter, Magnificent Make a Difference Middle School parents are equipped with practical tips to help middle schoolers manage their time, organize their work in living space, and find resources. I need to get this book.
Let's see. Misty put a link. Well, it's not a link, but it's the website, because I don't think anybody else can put links up except mods. But you can get a free Constitution booklet. We actually have a couple, but that is really awesome. That's a really great resource for people that are interested in at least having it at home, at least having it available. Put it by the toilet. Put it in the bathroom by the toilet, and then that's a great place to catch up on your Constitution when you're using the bathroom.
Right.
Let's see. Yeah, I love homeschool chats too, and I really want to do more. This time of year is when I'm reading everything. I reread my Charlotte Mason book. I reread. J. Morrell Stewart has a really good book called Hope for the Heart of the Homeschool Mom, or something like that. It's a really quick read. I downloaded it from Amazon, and it really is good. It just kind of helps you remember to hang on to just spending the time with your kids and all that good stuff. So I love that. Yeah, Charlotte Mason's awesome. What I love about Charlotte Mason is the emphasis on good literature and nature. I love those.
Yes. We're using I like Charlotte Mason. I really wanted to do a Charlotte Mason feel, but when it comes to actually implementing it, I have the hardest time implementing it.
Because the structure is so flexible. It's almost like there is no structure unless you make one.
And
that's why I have the same problem.
I love it, but I'm not structured. I need that extreme structure that doesn't fit the Charlotte Mason. So, and for the reasonable part, like my daughter is actually a very big Charlotte Mason kid, because she has read so many books and she knows so much, which is really the Charlotte Mason premise. And then I make her feed her goats. That totally counts, right?
It totally counts. Yes.
But I love the nature study part. So we're actually going to have, we're going to be doing Giles Frontier. And I first found Giles Frontier from Farmhouse Schoolhouse. Mm-hmm. And I mean, she has a beautiful blog. And I went and investigated Giles Frontier, and then I ran into them at convention. I'm like, yeah, we need to participate in that, just to make sure we're outside doing something kind of constructive and thoughtful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I love the having the nature book, with colored pencils, and we actually only did that the one time. I mean, my kids are very absorbent of nature. We found some beautiful caterpillars in my dill in the garden, and someone said that they were swallowtail butterfly caterpillars. So that was really cool. But it was the beginning of last year. Parker was outside playing. He ran in. He's like, "Mom, there's this really nasty web in the tree," and went out there, and it was bagworms. You know what bagworms are? They create that big web. Mm-hmm. And anyway, so I was like, "Go get your nature journals." So they came and they got their nature journals and their colored pencils, and we went outside, and they drew a picture of it. And then I looked up what it was. What kind of larva was it? And
bye, Mama
review. So much fun.
Sorry, I have to put that in there.
That's okay. Bye, Lindsay. Let's see.
I'm loving what everybody's using. Here's my thing this year, going into this year, so that we're going to have our mama chats starting in August. We're having mama chats. Also, starting in August, I have to release it starting August 1st. I am doing a giveaway the first 2 weeks of August for a student planner.
Nice.
I pre-bought them. I don't need them. I'm giving them away. I'm like, what am I going to do with these? I'm going to give them away.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you what I plan on doing after I get off here. I have some errands that I have to run, and Hobby Lobby has planner stickers on sale. They're
I'm not
planner stickers. Well, and it's the value packs.
Hey,
and I think they're 40% off.
Listen. Michael's right now has these like tubes of washi tape that are $10. Buy 2, get 1 free.
Oh, I can't justify spending $20 at one time on washi tape.
You'll never buy any more again.
I know. Well,
that's not true. Okay. That's not true. No, don't do it because it's a slippery slope. The moment you buy the 3 tubes, then you buy another 2, then you buy another thing, and then you buy another thing, and then you have washi tape everywhere, like I do. I have washi tape in every room, and I've got this cool thing. I'm like, I need to put all my washi tape in there.
Okay, I'm going to show you guys something.
Show us.
I've not even told anybody that I'm doing this. I'm going to be making a video hopefully today. But I was contacted by a company called My Personal Planner.
Nuh-uh.
And I got to design my own planner. Can y'all see that? And I made mine into a lesson planner. And they're giving me one to give away.
Hey, you need to tell them to contact me.
I do. And I probably will, because I have to email them to get the discount code, because they're giving me one to give away, and then they're giving me a discount code. So anybody that wants to order one that didn't win the free one, I think it's 15% off. So they have to give me a code. You're killing me. But the reason why I brought this up is because I love vertical layouts. To me, my brain operates vertical layout. So what I want to do, so here's September. All right, so here's the vertical layout. So what I'm going to do is I need washi tape to make blocks. So that way I can like divide up in subjects. So
tell them to call me.
Washi tape. Well, they won't call you because they're in Sweden. They will email you.
They're in Sweden.
But I will. They're in Sweden. Yes, it's a Swedish company. You choose your layout. You can even, okay, hang on. Okay, down here at the bottom, you can choose what your extras are.
Put it closer so we can see it.
So, okay, so I've got a to-do. I've got exams this week. I've got this week's dinners. And then on this side, I've got list of the week. And then in the very back, you can choose what goes in your very back. So I chose attendance and grade book pages. Because this can be, they have different sizes. They've got, you can make this just your daily planner, but I needed a lesson planner. So that's why I chose this one. But, so here's what I like. You choose the color of your elastic. You can even get pictures, your own pictures put on the cover. It's really nice. Anyway, okay, so mine looks like chalkboard. It says, great things take time. I put our school name, Wheat Christian Academy, and then you can choose what goes in on your inside page. So I put my Bible verse that I themed for our homeschool, which is 3 John 1:4. I have no greater joy than to hear that my children walk in truth. And
I'm loving this. I'm just like
it is so, yeah.
Is this everybody else or just like?
I know. I love it. It's awesome.
Yeah, Rosalind, get an Instagram account.
Well, Rosalind, are you on Facebook? Because I know a lot of people have been doing Instagram accounts, but I think I'm going to have mine for if you. That's what they say. They say make part of your giveaway to either have them like us on Instagram or like us on Facebook. And then whatever else we, as a creator want. So I don't know when I'm going to put the video up. My plan is to do it this week. I haven't made the video yet.
What's the company?
I still have to get the discount code. My Personal Planner.
My Personal Planner. I got to write that down.
Mm-hmm. Oh. And it also came with stickers. Now, I will say.
No. You had me at stickers.
The stickers, some of them are super, super cute, but some of them I'm like, they look kind of like Dollar Tree stickers. I like the pennants. Actually, I like this hat. these are emojis, and then these are just like symbols. But I like this bottom part. These are pretty.
There's a girl on Etsy that has some really cool homeschool school. So I'm kind of in a debate because I've actually figured out what I want. I built the forms I want to add because in my planner issue, I got a Mardell. I love the Mardell. I gave it away because I wasn't homeschooling. Then I got a recollections teacher planner, filled it all out to teach. Well, I'm not teaching and it's no good anymore to me. And then I'm like, I don't want to buy another Mardell. And my daughter kind of gave me a hard time. She's like, you're going to take everything in writing and rewrite it. Why are you rewriting it to have it in 2 places? And I'm like, well, that doesn't sound so smart, actually. And so what I realized I needed, especially doing the distance learning, because it's really cool. I have this like big notebook that has like, this is what you do this day, and everything's laid out, which is really cool. But what I really need are checklists and like a daily, this is what I need to have on hand. This is what I need to do. So I don't really need the typical planner, but I like yours, how you have the lines there, because I'm like, oh, wait a minute. I could write out all the things I need to do and I need to have on that. But, I found somebody on Instagram that has a reusable one that all I'd have to do is print and bind. And I got the really cute cover I made last year so I can insert it all in. And so I've been back and forth on, do I make one? But she has homeschool-oriented stickers. And it's using the Avery repositional circle stickers that you can print. They're all set up on there so you can send them through. And I'm like,
there you go. Yeah. That person, I mean, like, it's truly completely and totally personalized. You choose what color. You can do lines, no lines, just a grid. You can set it up as a bullet journal. You can set it up, you can make your lines any color you want it. What else? I mean, you can do all kinds. It was really neat. I had a lot of fun designing it and putting it together. They had a lot of different covers to choose from. And like I said, you can even do your own pictures, like whatever picture or image. Let's say if you're a business owner and you want to put your logo on it, you can totally do that. It's really cool.
I love it. I even went so far as like, I don't know, getting from the Dollar Tree and all that. I don't know what I'm doing. It's just a mess. Link the shop. I got to find it. Oh, man. Etsy.com. I'm looking, ladies. I'm looking. I'll get it for you. Tell her I sent you, so maybe she'll send me my stuff for free.
There you go.
Just as Trish on YouTube was talking about your stuff.
Yeah, it's like, can you send me a referral code? Because I'm sending business your way. You're welcome.
Yeah, this is $4 to have, and they're all homeschool ones. All right, so I've got it. Let me grab it. And I mean, go ahead, talk. Sorry.
Oh, Mama Cat asked me how much the stickers were at Hobby Lobby. It didn't say how much they were. It just said, I think are they 40? I think they're 40% off. I'll have to go back and look. Because I looked at it yesterday and I was like, oh, mental note, stop by Hobby Lobby during my errands tomorrow.
All right.
I'm looking.
I am, okay, listen, I'm sorry. It is not, they're not homeschool stickers. They are school stickers, but they seem, to me, they were like the best ones I've found so far. Because like it has school event stickers like the first day of school, the last day, picture day, field trip, PTO, school volunteer program, graduation, report card, fall break, winter break, spring break, teacher appreciation, art class, music class, and library. And then for the student, it has like homework, assignment, due, study, test, remember, class. For the teacher, as grade, plan, meeting, institution day. That is huge. Kind of, so it had all those, and I felt like that was more, like very homeschool oriented. But I'm going to tell you, I know the only one I know that really could get on this Poppy is, do you know someone that can customize? I was just going to say, Poppy makes wonderful stickers. The thing I run into is like, I can't mentally come up with what I need to get or what I need to have. And I'm thinking like once I go through all my planner stuff, I'll get to that and I'll get it done. Adorable Amy Designs on Etsy also has some cute stickers for school time. If you use the code April15, you save 15%.
There you go.
Sticker time.
So Mama Cat, I'm looking at the weekly ad and like the Happy Planner, the Create 365, their value packs. Some of them are $13.99. They also have some for $3.49.
Those value packs though were just $10 at Michael's, the big thick ones.
Yeah, I have to go back and see. Well, I gotta look and see if Michael's is. I don't
It's
know if
no
they're running
longer
a sale or not.
No, it was last week.
I
It was so close.
So close. It was last week. It's funny.
Yeah, it was. Okay.
But I think if I give myself a budget of $10 a month. See, my husband's hobby, other than caving, is guns. And guns are expensive.
They are.
Going to the shooting range is expensive. Well, it's not. I mean, it's expensive, but it's not like horrible. Ammo, and then the guns themselves. And I'm like, hey, I can spend $10-15 a month on planner stuff.
Right. I totally get it.
I think that's you're killing me.
Creating Essence says you can get those huge packs for $6.50 at Joann's with a 50% off coupon regularly. What? I'm writing that down too. This is why. This is order it online.
Oh, I guess I could do that.
I will make a variety of homeschool stickers today or tomorrow and list them in my shop.
Yeah, only thing I told my husband yesterday, I was like, okay, I have to send my letter of intent to homeschool. We've got to fix our printer. My printer has been on the fritz for 6 months. It's driving me crazy.
I like just do homeschool 20. Poppy, link is your shop is an adorable Amy design. What's your shop? Is it KS Poppy Plans on Etsy? Homeschool 20. I like Homeschool 20 because that's easier to remember. KS Poppy.
What is
KS Poppy Art Studio.
Okay. That is 40%. Okay.
You're like, now we all shop it. We're all like,
I know. It was like, what do they have? I know. See, I knew when you sent me that planner, I'm like, I can feel it coming. It's like the perfect storm, creativity and organization in one spot.
That's what I need to get to the point.
This is going to be dangerous.
Hold on. Hey, so y'all have the bookshelf and you have all the mattress and the bed stuff in. Did you get the bookshelf out of the into the schoolhouse? School shed. All right, good job. Keep it up. Okay. I'm looking at Poppy's got some cute stuff, and she has them all. You have these all cut out, ready to go. You mailed them. These
she
are
has
cute.
Them already.
Yeah, so you're ordering them, and they're all cut out in the whole 9 yards. Listen, cool. You know, I'm gonna not lie. I like to just buy this stuff. I don't want to make the stuff because I'm like, oh, I can make this stuff. And I'm like, I don't want to make the stuff.
Yeah.
Well, she even has like, stickers.
How do you come up with the images? Like, do you create the images or do you find the images? Because like I like to get on Etsy and buy images for some of the stuff I do in my business for virtual assistant. But a lot of them, like, you can buy the image, but you can't sell anything with the image on it. And
there's what is it called? There's a site called, oh, what is it? Something. Well, it's where you can get these little decals. And so some of them are like, you're free to use. You just have to cite that you use them. Mm-hmm. And others are like, hey, you have to pay for the use of this image, but you can use it as you want. But once you get the image, you can change the colors. So sometimes you can create your own paper by taking those images and changing their colors and putting them in a variety of ways. But to be honest, I don't know. You know, I don't know if, I mean, some of these women, I create them. Some stuff I use icons that I purchased for commercial use, but mostly I've made them. Trish, I am forever saying, I'll just make it. And my husband says, just buy it. Well, you know, I've gotten to a point of, do I want, here's the thing. Do I want to spend my time making it so then I can use it and then never have the time to use it once I made it? Or do I just want to spend the time using it and just buy it?
Right. Yeah. It's one of those things where it's like, do I have more time than money or more money than time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, and it's like, I think you even said one time, because I was talking about how I love Confessions of a Homeschooler's lesson planner, and it was $5, and you download it, and then you can print it. And I'm like, that's only $5, and you're like, well, not really, because then you have to print it and you use all the ink. It's so true. I mean, there were so many pages, and I've been out of stuff.
And then on top of it,
okay.
Go ahead, what?
I got to tell you something really quick. Okay, so Simply said, speaking of image, Jesse got your package in the mail this morning. Okay, so Josh from Simply 7 Living, you guys know he's an artist, right? Like he's a professional tattoo artist, and he can make really beautiful things. Well, his daughter apparently has gotten some of that from him, and she drew a picture of me, you guys, like an anime version of me. And yes, and he took a picture of it and sent it to me, and he's like, okay, you must have hit it big now because now you have fan art. I was like, oh my gosh, and it was so stinking cute. And anyway, and I was like, I thought, well, he was just sending me the picture, but no, she's actually mailing me the picture that she drew, because I was like, I wish I could have a copy of that. So yeah. And anyway, so I'm really excited. It's super cute, so I'm gonna have it like somewhere around my desk. But yes, it'll be my first fan art, and it's so cute.
You're so comical,
really
though. You're so adorable.
I'm animated. It was funny because one time when Jackie and I first got married, I was talking about how he was like really laid back. No. I told him he was a stick in the mud, and that I was really laid back. That's what I said. He goes, "You're not laid back. You're animated," and that's how he did it. He went animated. I'm like, well, that's true, but I have a laid back personality. Like I'm just.
I think that's why we get along, because my husband's such a stick in the mud at times. I have the funniest thing. I was going through all my videos, and I was like logging them so I can not miss stuff, because I have videos from last year that I have like never edited. I missed them. I lost them somewhere along the way. And I found one, and my husband, I don't know if my son's holding the camera. My husband has my camera in the car driving, and he's like, it's Eric, and this is Coffee Chat, and he is just being obnoxiously hilarious. And I'm just like, I want to share this, but you do not look at the road enough. Everybody's going to think you're an accident waiting to happen. I cannot put you on YouTube.
That's funny.
I need to turn that into a video thing, and it's Coffee Chat.
Yeah.
Crack me up.
That's awesome.
Misty's like, I just want to send my stuff to be printed, right? I know. I have to order ink. So when I order ink, I'm ordering all those Avery stickers. So I can buy some and make some. I don't know. So I can make stickers. That's one of the things I have to tell you. So as I was going through my curriculum and getting it all signed in and everything, I was looking at it and I'm like, all of the extra stuff is incredible that they send you. Like, it's in book form, but it's all cardboard and you got to pop it out. And I'm just like, that's what I like to do. I like to make this stuff for manipulatives, but I don't like to use it. So I'm like thrilled. I get to make the manipulatives and give them to my kids and put the DVD in, and they get to use them there. And I'm like, win-win.
That's awesome. That's a good idea.
All I can tell you, Mama Schmooze, I thought you were leaving. All I can tell you is that you don't get generic laser ink. The generic laser ink heated up my printer and gunked it up and pretty much turned it into garbage. A $300 printer.
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to buy generic ever again.
I think for me, for our printer, I have an HP. So like the black ink is like $15 or $16, but the color ink is like $20. And usually you're supposed to do, wait a minute, what's that say? Look in the HP Instant Ink.
I want to do that.
For $50, okay, so that's what our printer was. The ink was $9.95 a month, no matter how much I use.
I want that.
But wait, so KS, does that Can I just call you by your name? Is that supposed to be a secret, her name? But anyway,
I don't think so. I was calling April.
Okay. Well, anyway, so do you get just one cartridge a month, or do they send you? Because mine takes 2, so it would be I would need a black and a color. Because that is super cheap.
Did you move this?
And as much ink as homeschoolers go through, and work at home folks, that would be awesome. Because I was looking at, I was gonna download and print off the practice ACTs for Emily, and it's a 64-page booklet. I was that's a lot of ink and paper.
A lot. I think a lot of the places have figured out if they get you on a subscription plan, they can guarantee your purchase. So when my printer gets low, it automatically sends an email for refill. Last month, I got 4 color cartridges and 2 black ones because she's doing all her shop printing on it too.
Yeah, still $9.95.
Mm-hmm.
We might have to do that. Yeah. I think, and since I work from home, I can count it off on the taxes too.
Yeah.
The amount of art that comes out of this house, printers just don't laugh. Yeah, art stuff, kids art. Yeah, we need professional grade. Yeah. I try to be very, very frugal with my, I don't print anything unless I have to. When I do print it, I try to print in black ink, but sometimes
for 300 DPI.
Stuff, yeah, it's just so much more fun if I can do it in color. But that's awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look at it because that's what we have. We have HP.
Okay, I'm fixing to cut us off. I love you guys, but I gotta cut us off. Yeah. So here's the deal. Come August 1st, I'll have something on Instagram. I don't know. Otherwise, I'll just pop up and be like, "This is the new time." It's probably going to be around 2:30ish in the afternoon on Tuesdays. Is what I'm feeling. I'm feeling it. I haven't completely figured it out, but I'm feeling it. And it's going to be coffee chat from the trenches. And if Tangi's available, she'll hop on, and I'll probably, open it up. It might just be me. I might open it up to a couple other people. I might even open it up as you show up on the live chat. You just never know.
That would be fun.
We got to roll with it. Whatever I feel like doing it that day. We have a printer that.
So, and for those of you, I know Josh, he just popped in. A couple of other people have popped in since we announced it. This is the last Mama Gets Fit. Since I had the hard realization yesterday that I only have 3 more years with my daughter before she decides to spread her wings and fly, I am trying to scrape some things off my plate.
And the reality of
whether it's for a season or permanently, we don't know.
And what I've realized is that as much as I love Mama Gets Fit, that's a small aspect of, encouragement from the trenches of motherhood, and to dedicate a full hour every week. And a lot of times we don't even stay on the topic of get fit. We just stay in the topic of being in the trenches of motherhood. Yeah. So, we're going to kind of open that topic up, change the time, the whole 9 yards. Yeah, y'all head over there. I was pretty impressed I did go look at Poppy's art studio, and there's some nice stuff there. So it's 20% off code. Awesome. I have to share that on Facebook. Facebook. So you don't
really quick before I forget, completely and totally off topic, but if you have a GFS in your area, a Gordon's food service, they have 10-pound bags of chicken for $14.
What kind of chicken?
$1.40 a pound.
Chicken breast?
Skinless chicken breast. Frozen, yeah. So that's one of the places I'm stopping today.
CBI, you can buy a 40-pound box typically for 99 cents a pound.
Really?
Already
we
frozen.
Don't have that, but
they're in 10-pound frozen bombs. Yeah, Tangi's going to hop in from time to time. Tangi has an open invite whenever she's available. She is welcome to be there anytime she's available. I want to also give you another surprise. You always get surprises on the live show. I'm actually getting ready to get everything set up. I have a team in the works for the virtual homeschool co-op.
It's
That's
not
kind
dead.
of mixed up.
It's
not dead. It's
right
just
now.
been hibernating. But it's fixing to grow. My sister-in-law works for Tyson, and we get 50-pound boxes of split chicken breast for $15.
That's awesome.
I bet your family
Oh,
hates
thanks,
chicken.
Mustard Seed Dish. Chicken is so versatile, though. You can do like 50 million things with chicken.
I was laughing. Somebody was talking about doing canned chicken or keeping it easy. I'm like, you should can chicken. That's cheap, you know. Yeah. But that's what I miss too. Is I miss canning. And I will tell you, like, getting into where I need to be mentally and just the whole 9 yards. I'm like, I need to garden, especially now that I realize that back to Eden doesn't work in every situation in Florida. I'm fixing to scrape my back to Eden off and start from scratch. That would be fun, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you should do raised beds. You probably do really well with raised beds.
Yeah, because there's so much less work. It's just getting the wood. But I want to put a patio on the front of my school shed and put some potted plants and stuff.
That would be cute. Yeah. Well, yeah, and container gardening too would be good.
Because it's like now my school shed's like that's where we go to work as soon as I get Wi-Fi there. Again. All right, y'all. I've got to go. Okay, I'm going to tell you, Hammy, throw me your 2:30 p.m. Eastern time on Tuesday. That's what I'm going for.
Okay. I have a prayer request.
Yes.
Okay, so you guys know the last few times that we've met together, I've requested prayer for Drake.
Yeah.
He is the 14-year-old boy in need of a pancreas transplant. He is having it today. Actually,
really?
He is probably in surgery right now. It is an 8 to 12-hour surgery. They are they had to go to a different state to have this done. But I know that they are coveting prayers that everything goes well, that it takes, that recovery will be well. They have to stay in the Ronald McDonald House for a few weeks after he leaves the hospital to stay under watch and care. So please remember him today.
Update, my stepdad's test came back, no cancer. Yay!
Wonderful. That is
love
wonderful.
You ladies.
And of course, Mama Geek's not here. I wonder how her father-in-law's doing. I should send her a message.
And we'll do mommy chat. We'll be doing prayers at mama chat, or maybe that's why I should call it mama chat, not coffee chat, just mama chat.
Mama chat. Yeah, not everybody drinks coffee in the middle of the afternoon. There's a lot of us
that should not. There's some of us who should not be drinking coffee in the middle of the afternoon.
Yeah, I always hit between 2 and 3 o'clock. Man, I struggle, and I'm just like, I'm gonna have to make another pot of coffee.
Yay, mustard.
That's awesome.
Yay. I'm reading them. Oh, this has been a great run. I know I did not want to put on the thing last one ever. I think I'm going to come back and re-edit and be like last one ever. But I think it's been a lot of fun. We've been going since December, a 6-month run of almost a weekly Mama Gets Fit time. And it's kind of nice to get to release ourselves from a focused topic and to kind of go into a bigger topic. Mm-hmm. So please pray that they don't make Jeff go back to work and do what the doctor recommends and give him healing. Yeah, Mama Cat, I have you down for bills, medical, and workman's comp. And we're praying for you, over you for that, for you and your husband. I'm sorry, I'm making faces. I forget I'm on the main screen. What? Yeah. It's not my intent.
Let's do a blanket prayer for new homeschool year.
Yes.
For moms and students. And all the kids go back to public school too.
Mm-hmm.
Mama Cat said the bills and medical should be covered. It's the healing time.
Okay.
Let's see. Thank you, Mustard Seedish. She said it's been fun getting to know us and making Wednesday mornings a little more fun. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out own YouTube schedule. There's so many things that I'd love to share, and I'm like, I'm only gonna do like 3 videos a week, but then I'm like, got enough content. I mean, I could do 3 videos a day.
I need to set it up that I edit twice a week, and then I schedule everything out.
Yeah, I think I'm going to try to start working it to where I do my actual job 3 days a week, and then do my personal stuff, my own YouTube stuff twice a week. It'd probably be the best thing to do. Let's see. Mama Butterfly says, hubby is done with chemo, PET scan in a few weeks. Please pray that it is clear. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. I'm looking. All right, I'm going to call it. I love it. Tell her I think she sounds beautiful.
Emily Trish said you sound beautiful.
And so do the other 24 people listening to you.
And so it sounded like you were actually, Emily has a beautiful singing voice. She was just goofing off.
I know. She does sound beautiful.
Yeah.
Is she like, yeah, she's like, or is she like, what? My son would be like, here I am, folks. All right. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for just a wonderful season you've brought us into this. And thank you for, as you shut one door, you're opening another one. Dear Heavenly Father, dear Lord, be with those that are here today. Be with those that have left, that have come. We, Lord, be with Drake as we have prayed for him over the weeks and months as he's going through the pancreas surgery. And just bring him through this and let everything be clear and good. Dear Lord, be with Mama Butterfly, and her husband as he goes through his PET scan. Just let that cancer be removed and be done. Lord, we're preparing for our new homeschool year coming up, and it's a lot of stress and work that can be done on the parents and on the children, dear Lord, and just like let that school year come in ease. Let the moms be in well, give peace and understanding. Lord, be with the kids as they go back to the public school system. Lord, today we came together, and we just really discussed the fact of our natures of piling so much and being within our own will, of trying to overload our work, dear Heavenly Father, and just give us peace that we carefully, mindfully place the things on our plate. I say that metaphorically, and I also say that in the struggles that we have in our vessels. Lord, be and let us have peace with those that are struggling with body image and what is enough and what is right, dear Lord, and be with those that are and help the motivation to stay the course, dear Lord. Lord, in the end, just let our vessels be prepared to be in worship and in service for you. In your son's precious name I pray. Amen. I love you guys too. I won't see you next week. I will be roughing it, but come see me at the Homeschool Expo, because I'll be like, let's take a selfie.
Yeah. That'd be so awesome. I'm going to talk to Jackie. I seriously doubt that I'll be able to go, but
it would be awesome.
If something crazy happens and I can come, that would be stellar.
Hey, does it get really, okay, tell me this. Maybe y'all know this better. This summer has been crazy, and I wanted to get to the mountains. We didn't get to the mountains. And so I was like, well, maybe we can go to the mountains in September. Is it too cold by then to like go tube the hooch?
No.
Because I mean, I'm used to sweat bomb.
Well, yeah, true. No, in September, I'm trying to think when we did it. What month did we do that in? I think in that area you're still in the 80s. Did you hear my dog snore just now?
Hey y'all, I got a video coming out. My husband wants another.
My desk.
I'm on a side story here. My husband wants another baby. He kept asking, so I got him a puppy. Now he's not really a dog person, so it's my puppy. Well, every time he asks, I'm like, you must want another puppy. You must want another puppy. It's like the best ever. And I tell him, I'm like, I'm gonna get you a puppy every time you ask for a baby. We'll see. Okay, so they say it's still a good time to go. Because I'm thinking, I'm like, you know what?
Yeah.
Maybe And because we're going to go, I don't know, I'm just to the point, we live in such a small space. Let's go do stuff all the time.
Yeah.
Let's just go do stuff. So that's what we're working on. Mm-hmm.
She's dreaming, and she's like,
this is why you have cartoon characters drawn of you. That right there, what you just did.
It's so funny.
This is why you're not laid back. You're animated.
I'm animated. That's what I've been told. That's funny.
All right, you guys. I will see you later. We will see you in August.
August. Bye, guys.
Because she'll be deprived after a whole week of doing no live chat. She'll be like, yeah, Trish, I'll be there. 2:30 is such a better time. I'll be there.
I'll be there. Yeah, we'll see. All right. Hasta luego.
Baby. All right. I'm stopping it right now.